Hello and welcome to a new episode of my knitting podcast. Today it is December 12th. Is it? Yes, I think it's December 12th. I'm getting really confused about the days and the dates. December 12th, and it is a Friday, and yes, we're just before the weekend, and my kids' holiday will start. So it's exciting. We can all calm down and enjoy our free time. I just feel very low on energy. All right, let's start with opening the advent calendar. Today there was no yarn, there were a few different goodies. All right, what I'm wearing today. I had a real hard time finding this pattern. It was not listed on Ravelry. I did not put the project on Ravelry, but I very clearly remembered what kind of pattern it was. So it has a cone shaped, and it was a pattern that you could mix and match all fingering weight yarns together to marble it. So in the end, I found it in my library. I just sorted it from old to new. So the older ones came up first, and yeah, here it is. It's very nice and warm. I like that around my neck. It's a Twilight Cowl by Ren and Ollie, and I will link it down below like usual and like anything else. Now I really miss it. This is the pearl sweater by Truly Myrtle, which is she is called Libby Johnson, and I knitted it in Cloudborn worsted, also just like yesterday. It's Peruvian Highland wool, and it is really pilling. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a lot of pilling going on here. That's okay. I can just pull it off or shave it off. But yeah, it pills a lot. But nevertheless, I really like it. I knitted this in 2022, so it is a while back. Yeah, it's a greenish color and fits really nice. I like the sleeve construction. It looks like a satin sleeve. It is knitted with short rows across. I really like the fit of sweaters like this. Yeah, a little lace in front. Definitely a very nice and enjoyable sweater with a very good fit. I like that. So, what else do I have for you today? I have a little footage of me sorting out all the washed socks. They're not looking really fancy. It looks quite of a mess. But these socks are really worn every day and they're being treated not kindly. They are really being worn in working boots. So some of them look really shaggy, other ones look pretty good, like mine, of course. I don't walk that much. No, it's okay. I actually wore a hole in one of my socks. That was so disappointing. I seriously rarely have that, but yeah, one of my favorite socks has a hole now. So it is actually in the heel. So I could just replace the heel. Might be an idea. It will be going on the pile of mending, which is not my favorite thing to do, but still. All right. I have something to show you, and it is not something I will keep. I will actually frog it. This will be, oh, it looks very bright though. It doesn't matter. It is a sparkly yarn, red. I wanted to make some placemats for a Christmas, but these are way too wavy. Can you see that? These will not lay flat, so it's crochet, but I will frog them. The pattern was very unclear. It was just a little schematic, and so this is being frogged. I will try to make something else. I have a lot of this yarn, and it is, I thought at one point a sweater would be nice, but it is way too bright. So I have these placemats. They are used every day, and they are a lot thicker, so, and they need to be washed. And little bit more sturdier. This is really flimsy. So I will try double strand, and maybe I just use this pattern again. That was a real nice pattern, and it worked very well. So this will be completely frogged. The next thing is the Fresnel socks. Fresnel, I think it was Fresnel. Yeah, they had a weird shape. I had a comment on that, and yes, they do, because it has a strange bump on the underside where the gusset increases are. And I looked at the project pages, and the fit looks very nice, but I wanted to try it out myself, so I put a little footage here for you so you can see, and it actually does fit very well. These are a little bit too big for me, a little bit too wide, because they will go to my son, but you can see the fit, and I hope you can see the underside as well. So what I forgot to mention, which is, this is a very interesting sock. It also, the heel is afterthought. So right now, the heel flap and gusset is afterthought. So I put in the waist yarn and did a lot of decreases. So I am at the original stitch count now. You can also already see here is the under the foot gusset. So yesterday I was here, I knitted all the way up there, so that is good, making a lot of progress. What I remember, it was quite tedious to pick up the stitches. And usually I don't mind an afterthought heel, but because we do a lot of decreases, it was kind of a thing to pick up the stitches. So I made sure I took a very contrasting waste yarn, and also because of the bad lighting at the moment, I hope this will make it the process a little easier for me. So yeah, so this is afterthought. It is really, really interesting. Yeah, so not only the sole gusset, but also the afterthought heel flap and gusset. Yeah, it's a complete new construction, and yeah, interesting, very interesting to do something completely new. I did not expect this to say at the least. It is completely new and interesting. Yeah, the fit is also very nice, as you can see. I am interested to hear what my son thinks about it. If he is very enthusiastic, then I have to go keep on knitting this type of construction. Well, it is not difficult. It's just different. So you have to yeah, pay attention where you start the increases. So you have just markers on the needle, and in between the markers you do the increases, and it is at the sole and not at the side. So it is something you have to pay attention to, but that is also very, very nice. Something completely different. Like the sock is very mindless, but you have to pay attention to how the construction is worked. All right, this morning I just thought I did the clue we got yesterday from Imagine Landscapes The Gnome, and I looked at the some of the project pages and I saw I actually did this right, so I was happy about that. So there was a Latvian braid, and I did that, definitely did that before, so there was only one, and now we are doing decreases. So I am very interested, but I know often the head of the gnome is inside the head, so there's probably only be a nose that's gonna pop out, and maybe, yeah, some arms will probably arrive. Maybe he has some feet, because I remembered they said there were skis for granddad. So this coming along nicely. Yeah, we are doing the decreases, but probably this will be the bottom part, very likely. And I have a lot of sheep wool, unspun, uncarded, and that I will use for the stuffing. So interesting and very nice. I'm happy that it is such a relaxing and easy knit. That is, yeah, definitely appreciated. All right, the last thing is the Christmas stocking, and I did one pattern as I would try to do every day. And these are candles. Look at them, they are very cute. So yesterday I was here, I just finished the acorns, and that was the waste yarn. So I finished this whole pattern repeat. The next pattern is something red. I think the hearts are being repeated. So not sure about the gauge. Is it wonky? Well, we can block this, right? We can block it. And it's not like it has to fade anybody. So I really, really like it, and I will continue with this. And with that, I am to the last portion of this little vlog, and that is, as usual, a free pattern. So a beautiful colorwork hat was on Ravelry, the Nivosa hat by Anya Hawkins. So that is a beautiful colorwork hat, and it looks like it's just a free pattern, but it might also be temporarily free. That is not always very clear, but it will definitely be free for the time being. So if you want to download it and add it to your library, you don't have to download it, you just have to add it to your library, and then it will be yours forever, even if you don't use it right away. So yes, this will be it for me for today. I am probably going to be here tomorrow because my son has to work. his last working day on Saturday. So we will see. If I skip a day, then it means I don't have much to show you. And then I will definitely be back on Monday. So I hope you have a lovely weekend. Enjoy your knitting. Don't stress too much as always. And I was happy you were here, and I hope to see you soon. All right. Bye bye.